What's up, y'all? It's Ty. We're back with another video, and in this video today, we're going to be breaking down last night's exhibition between the United States and Canada, in which honestly was a pretty good game throughout. I mean, Canada has some really top level talent, but Team USA, in my opinion, is just too much. Obviously, I think they can be beat on an off day. Interesting decisions from Steve Kerr, deciding not to start Anthony Edwards, not to start Jason Tatum, and instead starting Drew Holiday and Devin Booker. So again, I don't mind the Drew Holiday start so much just because, again, he provides defense. I just don't love the Devin Booker necessarily fit in that starting lineup, especially over Anthony Edwards or Jason Tatum. I'd be fine if either one of them started, or even Kevin Durant, obviously, if he was fully healthy. It just makes you wonder, maybe like KD is in that starting lineup, but they just didn't want to mess up chemistry. I don't know. USA got off to a slow start until that bench unit came in and provided them a big-time spark. And this is what I really wanted to talk about, was the box score. You look at the United States, they shot 30% from three. Now, Canada, they weren't super hot either. I mean, if you look at them, they shot 21% from three. So, I mean, from honestly both the United States and Canada, it was a rough shooting performance. And yes, the defense was solid. Obviously, again, no Kevin Durant. Derek White didn't play in this game. But for the United States, again, Joel Embiid had no rhythm at all in this game. The foul baiting was not getting rewarded by the refs. LeBron and Steph Curry had some cool highlights, but even them didn't necessarily. LeBron defensively and just as far as athleticism looked about as good as I've seen. But it's just going to be interesting to see how things do come to fruition. A guy I really was impressed with last night was Tyrese Halliburton. I know a lot of people are going to say Anthony Edwards was the best player for the United States on the court. I mean, that's fine, but I think Tyrese Halliburton was just as good, if not better. You look at the stats, he only had 2 points, but guess what? 6 assists, 4 steals, even had a block, a team high plus 17, which is the truth for Tyrese Halliburton. So for the United States, it's going to be interesting when the rotations do actually, get kind of cut down. Who is in that, let's say, 10-man rotation? For Canada, again, the starters, they played even with the United States, but they didn't play like super well. Dylan Brooks obviously was letting LeBron have it and talking some crazy talk. The bench unit just was not great. Nikhil wasn't great. Nembhard was horrible. Early on in this game, guys, I was kind of just like, ugh. It was an ugly start to the game, especially for the United States. I mean, Canada, they played pretty decent at the start of it. I mean, SGA is so tough. The closer three-point line is going to be big for SGA. I mean, that helps him out so much because SGA's range isn't quite great, but from the mid-range, he is such a great player. And there it is. Joel Embiid trying to foul bait there on Dwight Powell. Again, the refs just did not reward it. Before you blink, the USA has scored 1 point in 4 minutes. 1 point in nearly 5 minutes now. It's just kind of a gross start with all of this talent. Canada was up 10 points early on in this game, and no better guy to get you started than Steph Curry, right? I mean, Steph is like, okay, I've seen enough of this Steph Curry for three. And that's when, the USA started to find some sort of rhythm, and then the bench unit came in. Tyrese Halliburton playing some good defense. Anthony Edwards was the alpha for this bench unit. I mean, I know they had Halliburton. I know they had Jason Tatum. But look at that, man. The athleticism, the ability to finish over the rim protection right there. Just super tough there from Anthony Edwards. And again, he was that alpha, that scorer. Tyrese Halliburton, a natural point guard. Let Ant just kind of do his thing. I mean, Point Ant was definitely on display in this game. But Halliburton, 0 turnovers, I think 6 assists. If he gives that to Team USA, he's in the rotation. I don't care who gets cut out. If it's Bam, I don't know who gets cut out of the rotation. But if Tyrese Halliburton played the way he did last night, he 100% has a spot in this Team USA rotation. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And for, Team Canada, it's just the bench unit really was just not great. You can see Team USA already clawing back in the game. Nembhard had some great looks. I'll give him that. Nembhard had some really good looks. Looks that in the playoffs for the Pacers, he knocked down with really solid, really good efficiency. And he just wasn't able to knock him down. The refs, man. The refs let him play. Honestly, I could get used. I could get used to the refs letting them play like this in the NBA. I think there might have needed to be a little tighter whistle, but I'd rather have it like this than everything just being called a foul. Here's an interesting thing. Watch Bam Adebayo here. This is something for Anthony Edwards he has to get better on. Now, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing this is a switch situation. I'm guessing this is practice. This is a switch situation. Anthony Edwards misses it. You can see Bam's kind of irritated, like, what are we doing? Those type of things are defensively the things he sometimes lacks. So again, just kind of keep an eye on those types of things. If he doesn't end up starting for Team USA, those types of things will be the reason why. In the second half, it was a completely different story. I mean, USA just kind of opened up their lead and never looked back. I thought Jason Tatum was fantastic last night as well. This was an exciting lob. Hey, who's going to go get it? Anthony Davis puts it down. But those are the types of things, again, Team USA hasn't practiced very much that they will eventually figure out. And I mean, again, Team USA to me hadn't played that well in this game. And at the end of 3 quarters, Anthony Edwards knocks it down and they're at 15 points. I mean, this is what makes USA so scary. It's so easy for everybody to say, oh, Ty, all it takes is an off game. What does it look like when Team USA has an on game? When everybody's playing well. That's the scary part to me. I'll say it like this, and I know a lot of people might not agree with me. Team USA is better than I thought they'd be. With the limited practice time, with the limited time, I thought last night Canada had a real shot to win the game. And early on, they got down 10 points. If Canada plays Jamal Murray SGA 30 minutes in that game, maybe things are different. But man, oh man, Team USA is something special. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.